Dexter continues his vigilante mission to kill murderers who elude justice in New York City, targeting a narcissistic murderer, according to the official synopsis. This target is most likely associated with the secret society of serial killers that was introduced in Call Me Red of Episode 4. It may involve Lowell/the Tattoo Collector, Neil Patrick Harris, Al/Rapunzel, Eric Stonestreet, or Gareth/the Gemini Killer, David Dastmalchian, or it may involve Leon Prater, Peter Dinklage, a billionaire with macabre goals. Dexter's deliberate restraint contrasts with the murderer's narcissistic characteristics, which point to a charming, self-obsessed character. With the assistance of Blessing Kamara, Ter Gumam Bahom Wine, Dexter joined the ride-sharing community and most likely tracks this murderer using his driver's license. In the episode, he uses his predatory instincts and forensic expertise to get closer to his target, possibly by collecting evidence or returning to a murder scene.
0128. Red's birthday, October 20.
He must remain under the radar as Batista's inquiry gets more intense, which makes his pursuit more difficult. Dexter is urged to follow the code by visions of Harry Morgan, played by James Remar, but the synopsis suggests tension. Dexter's attention may divert him from his main objective of getting back in touch with Harrison, putting his dual life on the line. The episode's gloomy, fashionable tone, which is typical of the series, probably includes dramatic sequences in which Dexter stalks his victim, with the photography highlighting the gritty urban setting of New York. Harrison's identity crisis. As he looks for his place in the world, Harrison, a busboy at the Empire Hotel, experiences a crisis of identity. This crisis is a result of his guilt about employing Dexter's dismemberment techniques to kill Ryan Foster, a shady businessman and repeat sexual abuser, in Episode 1. With Ryan's remains connecting to the Bay Harbor butcher's signature, the police investigation, headed by Detective Claudette Wallace, Katia Saraf, has intensified, placing Harrison at risk of being exposed. The plot summary points to a turning point where Harrison wonders if he will follow in Dexter's footsteps as a serial killer or create a new future. A psychological collapse, an emotional clash, or a careless deed could be the cause of this, perhaps brought on by encounters with new personalities or visions of Ryan. His work at the Empire Hotel, which is mentioned in set pictures, might put him under a lot of stress, which would make his problems worse. A pivotal moment that foreshadows a touching scene in which a father and son rebuild their broken relationship. Although the tone of the series suggests that there won't be a straightforward ending, this scene offers emotional depth by contrasting Harrison's darker tendencies and providing hope for reconciliation. Batista's significant contribution to the Bay Harbor butcher case. Now in New York City, Captain Angel Batista looks for a link between the murder of Ryan Foster and other recent crimes and the Bay Harbor butcher. According to the synopsis, he finds evidence that connects Dexter to either Harrison's acts or the crimes in New York, which is a significant advance in his investigation. Driven by the deaths of James Doakes, Maria LaGuerta, and Debra Morgan, Batista is presented as a strong adversary, and viewers may sympathize with him because of his personal stakes. Given that Batista's examination of the mutilated remains suggests the Bay Harbor butcher's techniques, her investigation most certainly touches on Detective Wallace's investigation into Ryan's murder. The episode might show Batista working with the NYPD, going over forensic evidence, or facing a lead that makes him more familiar with Dexter, who fled the Seneca Nation Clinic in Episode 3 to avoid being questioned. Batista is one of the cats pursuing Dexter, according to the title, Cats and Mouse, while the plural suggests additional hunters, like Wallace or possibly Charlie, Uma Thurman, who might be looking into the serial killer network. Tension is increased by this multi-layered pursuit, in which Dexter must dodge several dangers while chasing his own target. The episode builds on Episode 5's emphasis on Dexter's relationship with Mia LaPierre/Lady Vengeance, Kristen Ritter, and Episode 4's enigmatic gathering of serial murderers, which was hosted by Leon Prater. Dexter framed Mia, which resulted in her imprisonment. If this is accurate, it implies a startling turn of events from Episode 5 that affects Episode 6. This post suggests that Dexter's actions against Mia might have repercussions, such as reprisal from the killer network or Mia's escape, even if it is inconclusive without confirmation. Charlie, who was first introduced with a mysterious invitation and trophies, driver's licenses with a bloody cross on them, most certainly has a part to play, either as a network member or as an outsider who hunts down its members. As seen by the execution of serial killer Keith in episode 2, she may be an enforcer or vigilante, and her presence may make Dexter's hunt for the egotistical killer more difficult. Although the narcissistic killer isn't identified in the episode summary, the network's involvement suggests a wider plot, with Prater or another guest actor, such David Dastmalchian or Neil Patrick Harris, acting as the target or an ally turned enemy. The pulpy tone of the show, which critics have appreciated, probably intensifies this plotline with gory imagery, including crime scenes or secret meetings, invoking the crimson aesthetics of episode 4.